Hey friends, how's everybody doing? Are y'all swimming right now? Because we are having a heck of a storm here in Memphis. Lots and lots of rain. I'll wait on a few of you to pop on. I jumped on because I don't know how long we're gonna be here because I'm afraid we might lose power because they're talking about we've already had some power outages here. I see Debbie's here. Debbie, you and I are the only two here. There's Betty. Good old Betty. Hello. How's everybody doing? You guys holding it together where y'all are? Do y'all have bad weather right now? Hey Debbie, how's it going? Hey Mary. Hello Opa, how's my friend? Hey Cindy. Oh, thank you. We're gonna try to be safe. Hey Penny. Hello all those people that are watching and haven't said hi yet. Just say hi when you feel like it. I was watching I responded to one of my groups I'm in. It's a decoupage group, and somebody posted about how they hated craft videos because the women felt like they just all had to say hello to all their friends who weren't really their friends, and they were doing it because they wanted the stars that are worth 99 cents. And I had to laugh because it was like, okay, first off, I don't get stars and I don't really care if I do or not. Second, these are my friends and I am going to say hello to them all. And if you don't like it, that's what the replay's for. So if you're catching this on replay and you don't like a lot of talking and a lot of saying hello, fast forward through the first few minutes because I'm fixing to say hello to all my friends as they come on here. Hello, little Andrea. You like what? Oh, my necklaces. I think these are from Paparazzi. I saw Lindy here and Lori. And I think we're going to go ahead and get started because, like I said, I'm not sure how long this is going to last because we just had lightning and I've got a dog that is pacing the floor out in the hallway. She's going crazy. Hey, Angie. Hey, Sherry. All right, so what I'm going to do, I had a special request. I don't see is Paula here yet? Hey, Vicky. Not sure if she is, but she wanted to see me rehab a frame. And I decided it was time to do something a little different. So I showed y'all earlier, if you caught my live, of my Goodwill finds from today. And I did check every box in there. Oh yeah, that's what my dog's doing. She's shaking and she's pacing. I just have to keep telling her to go in the closet. Go get in the closet. Because that's what she does. She goes and gets in my closet and gets under all my really long dresses and hides and just shivers. And that's all she's going to do. She doesn't want you to pet her or anything. Yeah, Gina, it's storming here. But it's not like it's been. I think this is, I don't know. I know we've got a tornado watch or warning, whichever one's not the worst one. But I did hear the sirens going off. But they haven't told us to get in our closets or anything yet. But anyhow, so the frame. I bought this frame today. It's just a nice, inexpensive frame. I paid $3.99 for it, if I remember right. I took the back out of it a minute ago and I broke the glass. Luckily, I'm a frame hoarder and I had another 5x7 frame, so I stole the glass. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little technique on this to make it chippy. We are gonna decoupage the paper on the glass. We're gonna diamond dust some stuff. We're gonna use a little bit of this bling wrap from Totally Dazzled. And I will put a link for you guys for where you can get this because I am now an affiliate, as I think we talked about on my last live. So this bling wrap is great. And I know you guys I know people get this at the Dollar Tree and it comes in sheets, but this is a huge, you see how big it is. And I use this all the time and you just cut off what you need. You can even cut a row. And the price on it is not too terrible. I'll post it with the price later. I should have probably looked that up before I got on here. But we're gonna do this and hopefully make it through without this storm knocking out power. So hang tight and let's get started. I went ahead and it was a black color. And I didn't want it to be the black coming through with this chippy thing that I'm about to try. I just realized I don't have something. I'm gonna have to get up and get it. So I put a coat of this Waverly chalk paint in Elephant. I don't know if anybody's ever used this. It's a nice grayish brown, and I love it. It's a good neutral color, and I use it a lot where I would have used brown or black. I sometimes use this because it's a nice little combo of the two. And I've painted the whole thing with one coat. I think I'm gonna put another on it real quick, just lightly, and just kind of do it messy. I'm not gonna do this real neat, and you'll see why in a minute, because we're gonna paint over this with some plaster here in a minute, just to kind of, what I wanna do is have some places where this is gonna show through underneath. And I just want it to be on here real good. I'm not gonna worry about the sides and everything else, but I do wanna get this part of it pretty good with it. Just a little bit more, and we'll dry that. And I'm sorry y'all are having to watch me paint. You know how I hate that. But I wanted y'all to see the technique too. So, I use Elephant a lot too, but I think it's a great color. It kind of goes with it. It's very farmhousey, and it goes with a lot of decors. It doesn't sound right. Anyhow, it goes with a lot of things. It is like I don't know what, the most rain coming down ever, whatever that is. Torrential downpour. There you go. There's the word I wanted to use. So it's pouring. As my dad would say, it's raining cats and dogs. I have thought all day long that it was Thursday, so there's that, and realized only about 2 o'clock that it was Wednesday. Broke that piece of glass, so y'all can see what kind of day I'm having. I'm wondering if it's the bad juju from the urn with the ashes in it the other day, but I hope not. I was really nice to that urn. Oh, but that's sweet. I like spending time in the attic with y'all. I call my grandbabies my little weirdos a lot of times, and sometimes I want to say that to y'all, but I'm afraid y'all will get offended. Like, hey, you little weirdos. But just know if I ever do, it's because I love y'all, and that's what I call the G-babies a lot too. There's my friend Leanne Gray, who has been my friend since, oh my goodness, as long as Lindy. Just about. She's my sweet, sweet dog rescue friend too. She is a heart of gold. Okay, I think that's dry enough to do what I want to do. So I want it to have that chippy look, like a very barnwood type look. And I don't really want to sand it because this is, it's maybe a metal or a plastic type surface. It's real, it's very slick. I thought if I sanded it, it might just not, it might sand it all the way down to what was there before. So there's this great technique you can use where you just kind of rub some Vaseline on the original layer. I don't do big chunks of it. There's a fly in here, and that's gonna be the next comedic thing. I just kind of rub it in random places and go across the top, and just because what you're gonna do is paint over this, and then I'll show you how you reveal the magic. And I'm gonna try to do it to where it looks like wood grain. We may have to go over it with a little bit of wax to get that effect, but I think it'll work. I'm hoping it does. Sorry, I'm not looking at the comments. I'm trying to make sure we get this done because I'll be shocked if we don't lose power. Okay, so I've rubbed just the Vaseline in some random spots. I don't know if y'all can see where it's been done. I'm gonna hold it up so y'all can kind of see. You don't have to use a whole bunch, but as you can see, I put it on there, a candle. You can do it with a candle, Vicki? Ooh, I'm gonna have to check that out. Oh, I'm glad y'all are chatting amongst yourselves because I'm not able to keep up today, and Lord, I don't know. Like I said, I thought it was Thursday all day. Okay, I'm fixing to paint the plaster on this, and then while that's drying, I'm gonna get up and go get my scraper because I forgot it. So you're just gonna, you wanna do a lighter color on top of a darker one. That's typically what the farmhousey look is. But there's no rules. You do you. If there's another way you wanna do it, if you wanna do red over black, it doesn't matter. You just do it. You do you. You do whatever makes your heart happy. That's what I always say. As you can see, I'm not really worried about grade coverage on this because I am going to try to make it very chippy looking. And you'll see when I hit it with the heat gun what that Vaseline's going to do. I'm going to paint the sides. I'm probably not going to worry about chippying it on the sides. I'm just going to do this flat surface of it. You can kind of see that it already makes a little barrier for the white paint. It kind of keeps that white paint from sticking to that underneath color. And like I said, I went light with it because I didn't really feel like I needed to go too crazy with it. And I go and make sure I get this inside part. I do have a plan for this inside, and so it's not really gonna matter. Forget to put these on. I think we're gonna have somebody start telling me to put my glasses on too. Sorry, I'm gonna get these sides real quick, and I'm just gonna do those like a brush over it and make it look this way. It'll be the same effect. I still can't believe I dropped that glass and broke it. I mean, as soon as it like flipped over, and as soon as it happened, I went, please don't have broken. And it did. And I was like, today is not a day that I should have bought a lottery ticket, so I'm glad I didn't. But now, if you want to do this white color on there a little thicker, you can, because what the Vaseline's gonna do is make it to where this won't stick. And I'm gonna let it dry just a little bit. 2 seconds. I just gotta go grab that scraper. Hang on. No judgment of what my scraper looks like because it's nasty. It's been well loved. So I'm gonna hit this with the heat. You can do this with a baby wipe too, but I don't know that it's gonna take it off as evenly as this does. What I like about it is it's gonna make it look like it's made of wood, but it's really not. I'm sure all of y'all have done this before, and maybe I'm not teaching y'all anything, but y'all are pros. Yeah, Leanne, it's raining cats and dogs here. I wondered how it was. They said Mississippi was going to be worse, so I kind of was wondering. Okay, so this is all you're going to do. You get a scraper. I get these at the Dollar Tree, and you can tell this one's, like I said, very well loved. And you're just going to lightly scrape this paint. And it's gonna take it down to that finish. And like I said, I didn't go heavy on my Vaseline. Ooh, I don't like the way that looks right there. I'm gonna go back over that. But you can see it kind of gives it that effect of like that this has been out in the barn and gotten some weather on it. There's some right there and it's just not, oh, there we go. I'm not sure about that spot. It's so heavy there. I did a little bit on these edges, but not a lot. there. Not too shabby for a $2.99 or $3.99 frame from the Goodwill. So that's what that's gonna look like. I don't know, do y'all like that? Do y'all think that looks good? I don't want it to be super heavy. I wanted it to just be an effect of it. This is a little heavy up here for me, but I'm gonna leave it because actually I kind of think it looks cool now that I'm looking at it a little bit more. Yeah, so you can go as light or as heavy as you want to. It's 100% your call. And when you use the Vaseline, if you do it real heavy, when you put the heat on it, it kind of oils up so you can see where you're scraping. Thank y'all, I like it too. I think it's a nice, easy way to get that cool look that everybody's doing. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna set it aside for just a second because I wanna let it dry a little bit before I add the bling to it. So we're gonna go ahead and do the decoupage paper in the glass. And I wasn't gonna do this at first, and then the more I started looking at this, I thought, oh, I have the perfect paper that I've never used, and I have a perfect little embellishment that I need to use. So I'm doing it. So I got this paper from Decoupage Queen, and I apologize again that I'm not using a digital deco, but I've had this forever. And it's got this great skull, you know, I don't know if it's a buffalo, I don't know what it is, it's a skull. And I told y'all how much I like those. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna figure out where I want this on here, and it's not gonna fit perfect. It's gonna cut it off some. Unless I do it, ooh, let's try this. No. Okay, so maybe do it like that. We could do it like this and get a lot of that skull in there, or cut off the horns and do it that way. Give me some hearts or thumbs up, whichever way y'all are thinking. Or I can do it long way, and that will cut off the sides of the horns, but we'll get the whole face. So I am waiting to see what y'all think, and then I'll tell y'all what I think. Where's my friends? What are y'all saying? Thank you, Oprah, for dropping that link. Is anybody thinking this way is better? I don't know. I kind of like it that way. Hard to see on camera, probably because of the shine. Okay, let me get it up closer, sorry. This, can y'all see that better? It's gonna cut off some of the horns, which I don't know if that's too terrible. But if I do it this way, I can get a pretty good bit of it on there. This would be where it cuts off, so. Lindy, you can't be using words like vertical. I'm just kidding. So do it up and down. All right, I think so too. That's kind of what I was thinking, and cut off a little bit of the horns. I think that's what we're gonna do. And then I can still use those words later. Yeah, that's what I think too. I think that way his whole face shows. And here, let me show y'all what I have, the embellishment that we're gonna put on the frame. We're gonna do some magic to that. So I think the fact that it's cutting off the horns isn't a big deal. We're gonna use this in some capacity. It may even be that we use this in the center like I did before on the one I did for Lee. So let's just play around and see. We'll figure out what we like. Show the whole face. Yeah, I agree, Catherine. Hey, Catherine. What are you doing? That's my staff mark friend who used to be my payroll buddy. She and I made things happen. We took care of some folks, didn't we, sweet Catherine? And now neither one of us is there anymore. So you're gonna get your water pen, and you're just gonna go ahead, and I like to do that frayed edge. You can always cut this if you want to, but you know why? It's so easy to do this way. And it gives you such a great little crazy edge. You don't have to do this either. You could just decoupage it on that glass and then sand it off, it's 100% your call. But I'm gonna go ahead and show off my water pen that I got from Miss Betty. And just show y'all how easy this is to tear. Well, as I say that, I mean, it is just a storm in here. But at least I'm getting to hang out with y'all. We ordered a pizza and we did it at like super early because we were afraid that they wouldn't come later. And it's pizza night for Charlie. So we had pizza delivered and I'm gonna go eat some of that when I get off here. I think this is not working as well. I'm just sitting here bragging about how easy it is, but I think I let it get too dry. I know I told y'all about my weight loss stuff, and I'm down 8 pounds, and I am so stinking excited. So excited. It's the first time I've been able to lose any weight in 3 years, and it's just the best feeling ever. Now my cat's out there crying. Okay, so now we've got this torn off and it's a little frayed looking, which I like that because it gives it that little edge. Kind of goes with our chippy wood. And we are gonna do it straight on the glass. I did not clean this glass, so shame on me, but I told y'all about my crazy crisis. So I figured I could have a pass on cleaning the glass. Sorry, you're drinking a milkshake. Well, Betty, I'll send you some of my weight. Sandy, I actually am trying something different. I'll tell you the quick version. I gained 30 pounds in 3 years from our lovely M word. Menopause just hit me, and that was what it did. I could not lose weight. I could look at a cookie and gain 10 pounds. It was just terrible. And then I got a job where I'm a little more sedentary, I think is the right word, because I travel in my car all day. And I am getting in and out of the car and going into customer sites, but I'm not doing near the moving around that I was when I was working in a branch and I was up answering the door, answering the phone, you know, doing all the crazy, because a staffing branch is 90 to nothing. So anyhow, the combination of everything, I put on 30 pounds. So I tried everything. I joined a gym. I started eating better. I did a keto diet and just nothing was working. So hang on just a second. I'm gonna just set this straight on that glass and just rub it on there. And I think I'm gonna leave that frayed edge because I'm hoping that some of it will show when I put it in the frame. It's a little overhang here. So anyhow, I went to the doctor and I told him about that keto was kind of giving me some fits because I was having some kidney problems and I was having gout in my toe, which ain't no fun. And I decided that was too much meat for me because I don't eat that much meat. And I told her, I said, well, I'm gonna switch to fish and stuff. She goes, well, why don't you try Ozempic? I said, that's a diabetes medicine. Why would I take that? I don't have diabetes. And she said, well, weight gain when you have menopause comes because you can't regulate your blood sugar. And it's not that you have diabetes, but your blood sugar is not regulating. And Ozempic is a blood sugar regulator. So I started it 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I've lost 8 pounds. And that's the first 8 pounds I've been able to lose in 3 years. So I'm loving it. So there you go. So I have put this on the glass, and I'm gonna seal over it with the Mod Podge. But before I do that, I think I'm gonna diamond dust him a little. Maybe. Nope, I'm not. I'm gonna diamond dust this instead. And what I'm thinking we'll probably end up doing is putting this in the center like that. But I'm gonna Mod Podge him. So yeah, so it's been great. I don't know that it's recommended for everybody. The thing that my doctor told me was, whatever you do, don't overeat. Don't eat a bunch of sweets on it because it will make you very sick. And I will tell you, I've told everybody before, First week, I was so excited. I lost 2 pounds. And I said, ooh, I'm going to reward myself with this donut on Friday that we had in the office. And man, was I hating life. It made me, I just felt terrible the rest of the day. I paid for it all day. It was not worth it. So I try to keep, you know, my portions are small. I try to eat lean, chicken, fish, that kind of stuff, and vegetables. So I'm still following a good diet, but I'm just not as hungry. I'm not craving sweets at night when I, you know, get home and bored or whatever. I can still have a glass of wine if I want it, but I don't have that late night, oh my goodness, I gotta have some ice cream or anything like that. It's kind of nipped those cravings I was having. So I'm totally past thrilled with it and loving the results. So I just put a coat of Mod Podge on here to seal this so that it'll be all safe and everything in the frame. You can do this on the back side of the frame if you prefer. I just go ahead and do it on the top because I'm just different, and that's how I like to do it. To me, it gives me that I can embellish it a little bit if I want to, and I like the way it looks. So, all right, so I'm gonna take little Head, put him over here with the frame for a minute, let them kind of dry, and we're gonna work on this guy. So this little guy I got at Hobby Lobby for $4.99 with 40% off. So whatever that is, I'm not doing math today, but not very expensive. He had a little hook in him, so I pulled the hook out and I threw a real quick coat of white paint on him. So what I want to do is I'm going to hit him with just a tiny bit of my wax, which y'all that have followed me for a minute, the couple weeks I've been on here, y'all know I believe in this wax that I use. It's a bear wax. It's a furniture wax. And I like it because you can control it a little bit. It's thicker than the Waverly wax, but you can use Waverly wax if you've got it because it's a good wax too. I can brush this on and then wipe it off, and I kind of dig it. So that's why I use it. So, sorry y'all, making a lot of noise. So that just defines him a little bit and brings out some of the cracks in his face and things on his horns. Let me show you. And I just put that on there, brush it on, and then wipe it off. And see, it defines him just a little bit more so he doesn't look so stark. And he's got some, you know, some character now. And he is just a little bit cuter than he was before. So I'm gonna keep this out because I have a feeling I'm gonna probably use it again. But that's it. Now I want to diamond dust him because I want this to be a little blingy, and I think diamond dusting him instead of the whole picture might be a little bit cooler. So what I'm gonna do is just coat him with some Mod Podge, and you can go right on top of that wax. That wax will dry underneath there. It's no big deal, and that just seals in your color. So don't worry about doing that at all. I think you could do that with the Waverly too. It's no big deal. So there's that. I got him all covered up. I feel like I'm rushing, so I apologize. I just don't want us to get halfway through with this and then the lights to go out or something, or me to lose internet, which I may have already done. I don't even know. So again, I've got my shaker. I'm gonna do it over the paper. I'm gonna and I saw the coolest thing on Royal Funky Junk last night. Somebody sent her some Happy Mail, and there is this tray that you can order, I guess from Amazon. And it's a tray with a lip around it, and there's a hole in the bottom. So when you're done, you can just shake all the diamond dust to the bottom, put it right back in that little thing. Is that the coolest or what? So look at how pretty that is with the sparkle. I just love me some diamond dust. I think it's the coolest thing ever. Okay, so. All right, I think, and y'all may not like this idea, but this is what I want to do. I want to glue him in the center of that I'm gonna hold it up so you can kind of see. I think that will be so cool, and it'll give it some dimension. It'll pop off, and it'll just be, I just think it'll be neat. So that's what I'm gonna do. Sorry if that's not what y'all like. So, okay, I'm gonna get my E6000, and then I'm also gonna hit it with the hot glue because that'll make it stick immediate, but this will make it stick for the long term. And I like to stand up when I do stuff like this because I like to look at it while it's, so I can get a really good placement, and it makes me feel like it looks a little bit more centered. Okay, let's see. So I think that's kind of cool. It's got the head behind it and then that one on top of it, and it just gives it a little more something something. So let me get you. We're not done though. I'm not rushing you through because we're done with this. It's just the beginning. I'm gonna go ahead though and put this all back in here to see how it all looks together. And then we're gonna do one more little thing to just give it a little kick. I'm afraid it's not, yeah, that's what's, the head's messing it up right now. Okay. Look how cute. I like it. What do y'all think? I love it too. I think it's really cool. And it's just simple and dust. And it just kind of takes it up a little bit and makes it look a little nicer. Not so shabby for $3.99 for the frame. $3 maybe for this piece of paper. And that's only because I don't have a printer and can't print my own. And then you've got $2 or $3 in this. So it's not a bad little something to kick it up a notch. But I still think it needs a little bling. So what we're gonna do is take this bling wrap. I'm gonna just cut this mismosh piece off. And then we're gonna go, I think what I'd like to do, I hope that call is not messing us up. Sorry, y'all. I don't know who it is. I wanna do it around the inside. And I think the way I'm looking at it, I take it and try to put it on, I don't know if you can see this or not, those comments always mess me up. But I'm gonna put it where I want it to go. And I think I'm gonna do 2 rows of it, and I'm just gonna cut it. I'm gonna go ahead and cut 2 rows of this. It's the most awkward position. And it's super simple to cut, it's just string. And you don't have to do this part if you don't want to. I like a lot of sparkle and bling. Obviously you can tell because I wear all this crazy jewelry. And when I come into a room, you can usually hear my jewelry or my feet stomping, one of the two, before anything else. Because I walk like a horse, and I don't know what that's about, but I have always walked with a definite purpose. Okay. So there we go. So you see I just cut 2 rows of the beads. So what I'm gonna do is do a bead of hot glue on here, and I'm gonna put this along, and I do have it overhanging just a little because I kind of like that. I'll cut it right there. Okay. All right, so bear with me because I have to concentrate when I use hot glue because I will burn myself. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, because I will. And I've used finger protectors and everything, and I still do it. And I try to do it thicker in the corners on my glue because that just seems to hold it a little bit better, and the middle doesn't seem to need as much of it, so I'll just put push it down with my little thing. I don't know if y'all have seen these. I started using one of these. The Turquoise Valentine turned me onto these. They're makeup, I guess they're mask things. You get them at the Dollar Tree, and they are just perfect to do this with because they are just the right size, and that tip is silicone, so it just keeps you from getting burned. It's great. So we're gonna do this, I'm gonna do it. Okay, I think we're back. Maybe. Looks like we're still hung up. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Are y'all there? Can y'all see me? I hope so. All right, I'm gonna keep going. Just do the same process. Y'all will catch up to me. That was just the emergency alert thing going off. No big deal. Okay, same thing. This is why I burn myself, because I start without having that thing in my hand. Okay, there we go. All right, sweet. I'm gonna cut 2 more rows because we ran out. Did I see somebody say Lee was here? That's awesome. How's your back, girlfriend? Hoping you're gonna be live tomorrow. It's about time to get the Turquoise Valentine back online. I think we might do a little bit more bling on this too. I hope that doesn't bling y'all out, but I've got an idea too to go with it. Just gotta grab my box of bling. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut that and do the same process. I'm kind of going over that little corner there just to make it look a little more uniform. Thank you, Lee. I got it at Goodwill and I distressed it today. That's what we did at the beginning. I painted it elephant and then put I put Vaseline on it and scraped with the white, or put plaster on top of that and then scraped it. So I wanted it to look a little bit like wood, and it's not. It's just a plasticky, metal-y type frame. So I thought it would look better if it looked a little bit like a piece of barnwood. Last piece. Sorry, y'all. Gotta concentrate. Oh, just did it a little bit too long. Look at that. I think it slid down there. That's why. Oh, well, I'll just trim it. No big deal. NBD. So there. Now we have a little crooked bling bling on it. That piece just fell in there. Hang on. So there's that. So it's got a little bling, it's got a little farmhouse, it's got a little of my skull thing going on. Diamond dust. It's got all the good stuff. All the good stuff. Thank you guys. Thank you, Oprah, for that. Thank you. I think it's very pretty. Oh, I love all the little hearts going up. So here's what I was thinking. I've got some more, hang on 2 seconds. Let me get my box of bling. I've got this, which is full of bling. And I'm thinking we might need to add just a little something else to it. I don't know if it needs a crown, maybe, up here. What do y'all think of that? Or I could put one of these crosses on it, like down in the corner. I don't know if that's too much. I'm sorry, Lori. We're having that bad weather. I'm super sorry. I may have a more Western looking cross that's not totally dazzled, but we could still use it. That one. Yes, Catherine, I'll sell whatever you're asking me for. And if it gives me an excuse to have to talk to you, I'm all about it. I don't even know what you're asking me. If you're asking me if I'll sell my dogs, yeah, sure. Just kidding. I'm just trying to see if I have anything else that I like a little bit more than what I've picked out. I thought I had oh, I've got this key I could use. Let's see what that looks like up there. Sorry, y'all. I've got too much of this stuff. I need to start sending some out to y'all. Got this key that says love. That doesn't go with it, I don't think. No, I don't like that. So we've got the big cross that we could do down here, or we've got a crown, or we could do this Western-y looking cross. I kind of am leaning towards this more Western looking cross, even though it's not totally dazzled. I still like it. The skull is from Hobby Lobby. I got it, you know where you have those little things hanging in the middle, little crosses and stuff? He was in there by the Western stuff, and I just pulled this little doohickey out and then painted him white and diamond dusted him. I love it just like it is. Western cross, Western cross. Big cross corner. Nothing. Uh-oh. See, here we go. Was this what Catherine wanted to buy? Big cross. I like it like it is. Catherine Prosser, are you here still? If you are, is this what you were wanting to buy, or were you wanting to buy something else? Because if you're wanting to buy this, then I guess you get to pick what goes on it. Okay, everybody likes it the way it is. Crown on skull. Yes, this. So Catherine, do you want anything else on it? Do you want a cross on it? Do you want a crown? Do you want it as is? I'm going to do some accents. Surprise me. Well, you're watching. How in the heck am I going to surprise you, girlfriend? I think I'd kind of want to leave it as is, but I didn't want to leave y'all hanging. I think what I might do is do some rub and buff on it, just a little bit on the edges to kind of pop it up a little bit. I don't have copper rub and buff, but I do have some copper metallic paint. Let me think for a second. I know what I'm gonna do. Hold on. Hold on. Okie dokie, Smokey. I am going to do a little blending of my own. Got this copper color. This is my Posh Chalk copper. I gotta stir it up though. Sorry, y'all. I'm just my brain's going. I'm doing this little bit of copper on the edges just to give it a little sparkle on the edge and just to, you know, accent some stuff. And then I'm going to take this turquoise and kind of do the same thing. It's more pasty than that copper stuff is, but I'm going to pull a little bit of that through here. I think it was Lindy that told me she can smell burning when I do this because you can see my brain's working. I think that's all I'm going to do to him. That's it. I think we're done. Catherine, I hope you like your new blinged out skull. Let me see. What do you think? In the zone. Yeah, Lee. It's something like that. I like the turquoise with it too. It gives it just a little bit. I think this is beautiful. I just love it. It's just so simple and easy to do. And you guys saw me. I took a frame from the Goodwill and just a few little embellishments that I had around here, and I've made a really nice something with it. And I'm gonna go back and paint the back of this frame because, you know, I don't like that when it's not done. See, that makes me crazy. I will go back and finish the back of it, but I will put a sealer on this to keep that from chipping off or anything else or anything getting scratched off. And I'm apologizing to y'all in advance that it's, or not in advance, in behind, that it's been freezing. If you have any questions, you can message me. Catherine, let's talk when we get off here and we'll figure out what we're gonna do to get this to you, where you want me to send it. You can just PM me your address and we'll talk about the rest. But yeah, just send me a message on my regular page and we'll get everything worked out. But I'm thrilled. I love that this is gonna have a home. That makes me super happy. So pretty. Is this the money shot, Lee? Lindy? Just kidding. All right, you guys, stay safe tonight. Stay inside if you're in my neighborhood. And I will see you guys probably tomorrow night. I don't know what time. I may not. We're going, there's a surprise. She's not on Facebook, so I can say this. We have a surprise for one of the girls that I work with, and it's her birthday tomorrow. And we're gonna go and drink some margaritas. So I don't know that y'all want me to come on here after having a margarita. I might. There's no telling what I'll do. I might like do something traditional looking or something. It would be crazy. But I'll let you know. If I decide I'm gonna pop on, I'll let you know. If I decide to go to the Goodwill or something, I'll let you guys know that too. I still need to show y'all my great Target finds, but I want to let you go because I know it's Tanya's on now. She probably just started. So everybody have the greatest night and go out and look for the weird stuff, guys. Talk to you soon.